Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a We're Pissed Off episode of This Is Our Life. So, hopefully this will, I just spent several hours, maybe 3 or 4 hours, I don't know, trying to get the internet back, and I only got it back for me. Can't get it from my wife. Like I've said before, if I plug the router in, then I lose the internet, and then neither one of us has it. And in order for her to get onto her websites on my computer, I have to be logged out of everything. Then she has to go through and log into everything. And sometimes when she does that, because it's a different computer, it asks for a bunch of security questions. So.
Or I can go sit in my car in front of the library in the dark. We'll be.
And I don't know if you can see this.
That's for just giving the kittens a bath, not the cat, not the adult.
No, that's just one arm, part of one arm.
That was the socks that got you the worst, wasn't it?
I think so.
John didn't fight it too much.
No. And Lucky got a bath. I keep looking over there. Lucky got a bath. All three got a bath with
Except Mama.
Except Mama with flea soap, flea shampoo, whatever.
We're afraid Mama's going to rip him to pieces.
Yeah. So.
She won't be happy when we get her.
No. And as for the kittens, guess what? There are therapy cats. Period. As for our stupid, idiotic, drunken, drug-addicted, nosy,
busybody,
town gossip neighbors,
I'm about ready to shoot her.
They can all go to hell.
She has nerve enough to call my landlord and tell him that I have breast cancer. I don't even know yet myself whether I do or not.
So.
Damn bitch. She did. So with her, every breath she takes is a waste of oxygen. Damn thing.
And so we're both pretty pissed off right now. And we were told the basement we can use it for storage, but now we're not allowed to use it for storage. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. We already made some phone calls to see about getting another place to live and some other issues concerning this. And by the way, we listened to side A of a Helen Reddy record tonight from 1975. At least that one song was from 1975. The first song on the LP is from 1975. You have to say LP now, otherwise people think you're talking about a CD or one of those machines that has music in it. MP3 player.
Machines? I have one that's just a matter of locating where it look. I know kind of halfway know where it's at.
So.
But when you're working in an office, you can't haul around a record player or even. They even get mad at you if you put a CD into the CD-ROM drive of a computer.
Oh my.
In government offices in Illinois.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, oh God.
So,
every once in a while I'd run into in an office somebody had to put Pandora music service on a computer. I'm like, well.
So we want to get another place to live. We need another place to live anyway.
We need a larger place.
Yeah, this is too small for us.
Anyway, we're jammed in here tight.
Yeah, and there would not be so much stuff in the basement. If we had a larger apartment, we could actually put it in the apartment. That's why we didn't get rid of the sofa, because once we find a real apartment and not a closet.
Because the sofa's in front of the electrical box. Blocking the access to the electrical box.
Well,
shit.
So when we get an apartment that's a real apartment, a full-size apartment, we'll have room for both the recliners and the sofa. And for that other, we have some stuff down there that we could decorate with. We can't decorate, it's too small. We already have stuff up. At least the landlord offered to help us move that stuff. But we have to find a place that moves stuff. But what I would prefer is we just find another place to live and give our notice and That way, we only have to move that stuff once when we move into another apartment. Instead of having to move it from the basement to storage, then to another apartment. And we don't need to be with these people that live over here. And if they hear me, that's fine.
I doubt they will.
But,
I haven't told me no flat nothing. From over hearing.
So, we're both pretty pissed off right now.
Right now, messing with us would be a bad idea. Leave us the hell alone.
And so I don't know. I mean, you know, and if we're going to move, we need to go ahead and get moved because wintertime is basically
On us almost.
yeah, and you know, by in the next month, there are going to be some really cold nights. We've already had nights down to freezing, or at least one night down to freezing. It didn't freeze in Coos County, C-O-O-S, but they pronounce it C-O-E-S.
Coos County?
What?
Coos County?
Or they pronounce it C-O-E-S, Coos.
I thought they was Coos, but...
And they didn't freeze in the northern part of the state because it was cloudy, so it kept in the, you know, the heat, what little heat there was. To be honest with you, what I would like is just to get some land, 5 to 35 acres, and one of those nice portable buildings. I found one that's big enough, but the bigger they are, the more expensive they are.
I want that just temporary house until we could build something more permanent.
Yeah, that's a good idea. See, I didn't even think of that. My wife thinks of it, but I didn't.
What?
That we could use something like that temporarily until we build something. And, you know, and with one of those storage buildings, you have a loft. You can use the loft for sleeping, and that way the rest of the house is a house. But we need the money to get the land. We need the money to get the building. We need the money to get a wood stove, both a heating wood stove and a cooking wood stove. And then we'd have to make sure we have, like, they have these metal insulators. Actually, some of them are metal on one side, and they have like a fiber of some sort.
Yeah, concrete board they call them or something like that.
Yeah, because otherwise that building would go up pretty fast. But
maybe we could catch us a chipmunk and make him into a pet.
yeah, hey,
A baby.
yeah, and they're little, so
Get a baby chipmunk and
yeah.
train him up.
You know, I mean, you know, if we really wanted to, we could make all sorts of complaints about living here, but we don't do that, do we?
Yeah, we can raise hell.
So anyway, I guess I'm just venting right now because everybody needs to vent.
Sick of it.
Yeah. Oh, and I wanted to mention, I think I threw it away. I should save it because you can use Copenhagen cans because they're made out of cardboard, and this is made out of plastic.
For what?
As a fire starter. But Copenhagen is very expensive. I can buy this. I can buy
Like 2 cans of that.
2 rolls of this.
Well, I mean, like 2 cans of that equals 1 can of Copenhagen price-wise.
Oh, this.
That's what, like 2 something.
This is 2 something, and Copenhagen is like 6 something.
You can buy like 3 times as much.
With this, I buy 2 rolls for about $20 a month.
So basically, you're getting 3 times as much tobacco.
So.
Out of 1 can.
Oh, but what happened was because I needed something. I didn't have any, and I bought a can of Copenhagen. I opened it up. Oh my gosh, it was like going back 30 years. When I was in Mineral Wells, Kat, you may know Mineral Wells.
I mean, how old were you? About 18 then, or?
Oh no, I was like 14.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was a young teenager, young middle teenager. And we could smoke. You were allowed to smoke. You could have packs of cigarettes and stuff.
I'm surprised they let you.
But you weren't allowed to have dip. And once I bought a can of dip. I had never dipped before. So I go in the bathroom and I dip it, and of course when you're first dipping, it all kind of like goes all over the place. But the aroma, it was the same aroma. I was like, oh my gosh. And the flavor, it was the same flavor. Of course, back then, a can of Copenhagen probably cost $0.25. Back then, a pack of Marlboro Reds cost 75 cents. Out of the machine, probably cheaper if you went to the store. So, and now how much is a pack of Marlboro Reds?
About $6, isn't it? I think?
Oh my gosh.
Something around there.
So anyway, if anyone knows of a Section 8 apartment in our area, because we can't afford to go too far because gas, we can get a U-Haul. We don't have the money right now, but I guess
we gotta think about the cost too, honey.
Yeah.
Possibly.
But if we get a U-Haul and we just drive local, we don't go too far. Like in San Antonio, you can go from one side of town to the other and you use some gas. But once I drove basically up the street and then back down, and they didn't even charge me to put gas in there because I barely
didn't even move the needle.
Yeah, but in here it'll depend on where we move to.
Whether we're going uphill or downhill.
Yeah, a lot of hills and mountains up here. And Kat, we took some pictures the other day, but we can't because of my phone.
Your daddy's phone doesn't have internet access, which is great. And
we even tried to send them to my wife's phone.
They have nothing for internet.
And nothing. So there are two pictures that go together that I think are funny, but there are signs that say falling rock, singular, not plural.
And it changes during the winter, though.
So I got a picture of a rock on the ground because that is the rock that falls. No other rocks fall. That rock falls and it goes back up the mountain and it falls again. And it goes back up and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, right.
So, it says rock instead of rocks, but you wait till...
Well, they changed the sign, though.
Oh, well, falling ice.
Yeah, that could really kill somebody.
Yeah, you should see the ice is...
Oh, God.
Probably several feet thick, because the water runs down the rock.
If this fell on a car, it'd smash it.
No. So if anybody knows about a Section 8 apartment, Keene, Troy, Rindge, Winchester, Swansea, Westmoreland, what's the other town down the road here? We get the pizza. Fitzwilliam, Dublin. Anywhere.
It has to have border with Keene.
Oh, because it's Section 8.
Qualified for Keene Housing.
Yeah, it has to qualify for Keene Housing Authority. So.
It has the border. It has the border that touches Keene.
So if anybody hears of anything, please let us know. And if anybody would be willing to help us move, we'd appreciate that. We're going to have to put a call out when that comes up because you think the two of us can actually move ourselves?
Well, that's like I told our landlord. I said it's so heavy, stuff is so heavy, it's going to be hard for us to lift. He said he'd help us move. He's like, oh, God.
And, we're not in the best physical shape. We both have medical issues. You'd think that they would be understanding of that, but I guess not. So anyway, people, bye.